YouTube still isn't letting me upload for whatever reason. I'll upload a video and it'll get to like 10% and spit it back out of me. Fuck you, we don't want your videos right now. Fine, I didn't want your site. Yes, I do. I can't even fake that. But point I'm trying to make here is I'm going to upload this when I'm able to upload this, but I'm recording it and with, you know, hopefully the intent of uploading it when it's supposed to be uploaded. Oh my god. Anyways, I have a U match against a guy by the name of Matthewz124, I think, something like that. And going into this match, I was like, I want to bring Venomoth and I want to bring Flygon. And then I've really grown attached to Scarf Honchkrow lately, so I was like, I'm going to bring a spinner for that shit, and I need a water type too, so I might as well bring Blastoise. My last poke is Hitmonchan because fucking Hitmonchan. It's great. It's a lovely poke. So I thought he was going to lead off with Azelf, so I was like, okay, I'm going to get the drop on side Azelf with Scarf Honchkrow. I'll outspeed it by barely a minimal margin, get an early Moxie thing going. I guess he either sees that coming or just randomly decides to switch it up to Suicune at the last minute for no reason whatsoever, but I'm like, nope, and that's exactly why I don't want to stay in, because it'll take like 3 to 4 hits to take it out with a Night Slash. He could have rest. I know nothing on the first turn, but I might as well go for the Toxic anyway, just to coax the rest out of him. If he does have it, he'll use it, and if he doesn't have it, he'll end up switching after. No, if he does have it, he'll use it, or if he doesn't have it or doesn't want to reveal it yet, he'll end up switching out after X amount of turns because Toxic racks up, so that's lovely. But he roars me out into Flygon. I like this because it lets me U-turn and not reveal what my item is, because, as I previously may or may not have mentioned, I'm an Expert Belt as opposed to a Scarf one. Because he did a hard switch, he won't be able to tell what my speed is, and that looks like Scarf damage anyway, because not Bandit or Life Orb or anything like that. Decided to go out and Rotom right now. It's an excellent switch into Nidoking just because you resist the Volt Beam combination, you're immune to one of its stabs, and the only other coverage move it tends to have is Fire Blast, which you resist as well, or Sludge Bomb, which is fairly, really uncommon. By fairly, I mean really. Anyways, go for an Overheat. Based on that, I definitely was in a position where I could have and probably should have gone for the Thunderbolt, because Nidoking can't do shit just based on my little spiel right there. So I don't know why I went for the Overheat. But whatever, I went for the Overheat, decided I'm going to go ahead and switch back out. And he decides to roar me out anyways, so roar me out into whatever the fuck you want. And he roars me out into Venomoth. Now, you're probably going to ask about the nickname. Don't ask. A lot of better people have asked, and I really haven't had a reason anyways. But I would have really liked for this thing to have been asleep, because it turns out that he does have another Rest Talker on this team, and I don't know if Suicune is a Rest Talker. I don't remember at the moment. All we've seen so far is Scald and Roar, but he's switching Honchkrow right now, and it's a 2-hit KO. For whatever reason, he doesn't have Sucker Punch or doesn't go for Sucker Punch, probably predicting a switch just based on the fact that I would think that he would have gone for Sucker Punch. I don't know what his mindset was there, but he goes into Snorlax now, I guess making a very good assumption that I'm going to carry Sleep Powder and try to go for Quiver Dances in his face and whatnot. So I switch out because I know Snorlax is especially defensive, and I might as well go into Hitmonchan and try to take advantage of the fact that he's asleep, punch him in the face a little bit, and I think he gets the Whirlwind here to phase me out, so that's not the worst thing that could have happened. He doesn't have any hazards up. It's just a real big nuisance right now. He Whirlwinds me out into a special attacker. Now, I can still do something just to see how much HP he has, and it doesn't really look like he's running anywhere close to max, especially if 271 is my full range, and that doesn't really look like it took off that much. So he goes for a Body Slam right now, or he goes for a Sleep Talk and gets a Body Slam. So he's basically revealed his full set to me. He's running Body Slam, Whirlwind, and Rest Talk. And can't really do shit with Rotom at this point. I could endlessly keep going for Pain Splits, but the process would catch up with me eventually, and he would just be able to rest all he wants. So I figure I might as well go into Hitmonchan now. Either he predicts the rest turn, I wasn't really counting. Maybe he was, but he gets the Wake and the Body Slam on the first turn without the Sleep Talk failing or anything like that, and he's going to be able to go for another one. As you can see, it's looking like a 3-hit KO barely, and I get paralyzed on the turn. I go for a Drain Punch. I was kicking and screaming and raging, and I was like, okay, maybe I can do a little bit of cleanup at least, you know, try to get some damage in with Mach Punch, and that shit doesn't work either. So I lose my Fighting type thanks to an outrageous amount of Para Hacks. I don't know what's with that lately, but the thing's back up to full, and I've lost my answer for it. So this match has got a hell of a lot longer because of it. At least the potential for it did. But gonna go for an Earthquake, and it does a pretty good chunk. I don't know if he still suspects that I'm Scarf at this point, but I'm actually gonna switch up moves on the next turn because I know Outrage is more powerful, and maybe he'll suspect that I'm Scarfed and decide to go into his Ace Elf, which he does, and I do nail it with an Outrage, and I don't know if Outrage has a chance to one-shot it from 100%. Like, it would be really nice to know if I actually had a shot, because he's actually going to end up taking me out with the Psychic right now, and with the Life Orb, it's a double down. So, really discouraging, because if I could have rolled 100% on that, then I would have been able to use it against Snorlax while it was asleep, at the very least. But now he brings in his Victini, fully assuming that I was Scarfed or whatever, and all I can really do right now is decide to go into my Venomoth, and I don't know why I did this, but a Snorlax was awake, so I was like, I'm timid or whatever, so I'm just gonna go for a Sleep Powder and hope that I'm faster for whatever reason, and I am for whatever reason. So I don't know, I guess I just tried to fodder it and then V-create the speed drop, go from there. I don't really know what happened there, but it kind of worked out. So I'm Quiver Dancing on the switch to Snorlax. Now the thing I'm really scared about right now is him going for Body Slam and paralyzing this thing, because I need to set up. So I'm gonna go for Bug Buzz, and I don't want to set up because he'll end up having Whirlwind. But now that he goes for Rest, he could Sleep Talk the Rest, he could Sleep Talk the Body Slam, or he could Sleep Talk the Whirlwind. I guess I was really more scared of him going for Whirlwind, so I figure I might as well just go for Bug Buzzes and get some damage off, as opposed to get Quiver Dances and just end up getting phased out, you know, having all that be for nothing. So he goes for Sleep Talk. I think he gets the Whirlwind here, so had I gone for the Quiver Dance right there to try to take oh my god, that sentence was a train wreck. Try to take advantage of it, then I would have just been phased out. So he brings me into my Honchkrow, which is good and bad. Good because I can do a lot of damage to him. I don't want to take this amount of recoil though. And it's also kind of bad because it didn't have superpower with Moxie at the time that I took this match. I believe this match is somewhere around that old, or I took it up my last stream, and no, you know what, this is the game where I was thinking, nah, I'll be fine if I don't put superpower on it. I should definitely be okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Honchkrow is never okay without superpower. What the fuck was I thinking? But he decides to switch out right now just to try to get me to take some extra recoil damage. Very smart play here, because he actually does manage to keep a Snorlax alive, and he realizes that that thing is going to be, you know, really crucial to him winning this game. So, I'm going to go ahead and go for another Brave Bird, and as you can see, toxic damage is racking up a little bit on the thing. I was hoping with the amount of HP he was at that I wouldn't end up taking that much Brave Bird recoil, and I would live with maybe like 2 or 1 and be able to fire for another one. But that's not the case, so I don't know if he was actually really that close to 90 HP. He was over 93 for sure. I don't know what he was at, but he decides to go out into his Nidoking on the turn. I go into my Venomoth. Now, my Venomoth runs Psychic. I have a lot of special attackers that for some reason run Psychic because I forget to put hidden power on them or whatever. It kind of works out just because I do a lot of damage to it. Anyways, he goes for Ice Beam, revealing to me immediately after that he's not Scarfed. So it means I can take him out with another one, and there's all that Nidoking has from me. So I can set up a little bit right here just because Victini does happen to be asleep. So set up 1 or 2. I think the item on this guy is Tinted Lens. Not that it really matters. I'm not going to be going for Psychic on this thing anyway. I'm just going to go for a couple of... I think the smarter thing to do right here is go for 2 Bug Buzzes rather than 2 Quiver Dances and a Bug Buzz, and we'll see how that ends up working out. I think it might be a 2-hit KO from this range. Would have been nice if I brought Hazards to this game, because Victini would have been at half HP and it would have died already had I got him set up fairly early in the game. But that's okay, because he does roll a couple of extra sleep turns, and I'm just going to be able to take him out on the second one. Don't really know whether or not the crit mattered, just based on the first one. I doubt it. So, I mean, it did bring him into yellow on the first one, so that's kind of the assumption I'm going to be riding on. In comes Snorlax, which is the last one. I believe because he switched out earlier to go into Suicune to take the recoil. Yeah, to take the Brave Bird. The sleep turns are going to be reset. So, he can't Sleep Talk Rest. It doesn't fucking work like that. And I should be able to... I wasn't really sure, actually, whether or not I was going to be able to live a Body Slam, but he's at a really low amount of HP. So if he phases me out into... I think I have Rotom left. I don't remember if my Rotom died. I don't think it did, but I could have taken it out with a T-Bolt from that range. So, anyways, that's the end of the game. It was a different one, something not like what I normally do. I really like Yu, and I found this one to be to my standards. So that's what's going on. If you guys enjoyed it, you're welcome to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I'm really more distracted by the fact that I'm not able to upload this when I want to upload this, and that's just really frustrating. So it's gonna fuck with my schedule a little bit. There's nothing I can do about it. I've already tried switching browsers, disabling firewalls, everything, and nothing's been working, so all I gotta do is ride it out. So I guess I'll see you guys when you see this upload, and then I will see you again on the next upload, assuming YouTube still works. Or, yeah, you get it. Bye.